Hello guys, welcome to this video. So in this video we are going to see how to configure our NGINX proxy server in our existing EC2 instance. So in our previous video we have configured our CI/CD setup with our Jenkins server. So we have created our Jenkins server using our EC2 instance, and also we have created our ECS cluster with our EC2 instance. So in that EC2 instance, we are going to directly install our Nginx service without creating a Nginx service as an image. So in a past video, we have used our Nginx service as an image. So in this video, we can see how to install our Nginx in our EC2 instance. And after that, we can see our proxy path with our IP address and also with our ALD. So now let's go to our EC2 instance. So let's connect to the CCS instance. So when we give connect, it will throw error. So we can't connect through our EC2 instance connect. So for that we need our putty server. So I have already installed my putty software. So I have both putty and puttygen. So puttygen is to create our .ppk files. So now let's click on this. So here we need to load our ppk file, sorry, PEMKey file. So here in this path I have my tutorial database, which is a PEMKey file, and I have also generated my ppk file also. So I will show the demo how to create it. So in this one we need to select our all files. After that we need to select our PEMKey file. So after opening this one, we need to click on save private key. So this will prompt to load a path. So in that path our ppk file will be stored. So after clicking on save private key, our ppk file will be generated in our given path. So now I'm going to open my putty software. So now let's delete the previous session now. So here I'm going to create a new session. So now click on SSH, and under R we need to browse our ppk file. So here we have our ppk file. Let's open this, and in session we need to specify our host name or our IP address. So now let's go to our EC2 instance. So the username is EC2-user. Let's give the same here, EC2-user, and we need to specify our public IP. So our public IP is this one. So we can copy and paste it here. So we need to select as raw, and the port should be, sorry, it should be an SSH. So the port should be 22, and here we can save our session as tutorial AWS. So let's save this one and click on load. So now we have connected our EC2 instance using our putty software. So now let's install our NGINX service. So for that we have some set of commands. So now let's copy this command. So this command will list all the NGINX versions. So the latest NGINX is NGINX 1. So now let's install this. So first we can enable this one, and can clean all the metadata. After that we can install our NGINX. So now it's installing our NGINX service, and let's check whether it is installed or not. So we can see it is successfully installed now, and we can start our NGINX. So now our NGINX has been started. So if you want to see the response in our browser means, we need to copy our IP address. So let's copy this and paste it here. So our Nginx service is will be running in a port number 80. So let's give the port number as 80 and click on enter. So here we can see our initial page. So under this we have some set of files. Under that file we need to give our uh, route code. So this is our route code. So now let's copy this one. So we can copy our first line and let's go to our terminal and we can navigate to the folder etc nginx. So if we give ls command, we can see some set of config files. So let's for now we can to open or edit a new file we can use nano. So for that we need to install nano. So let's use sudo yum install nano. So in my instance I have already installed that one. So now let's open this one, sudo nano nginx config. So this is our file. So in this file, if we see this line, it says that anything which is under conf.d with the file extension as .conf, it will be included in our default config. So under this folder, we will create a new file with the name of mynginx.conf. So under that file, we can copy this code and paste it there. And after that, we can replace this old IP with our instance IP. So now let's go to that file. So let's close this one. Press the ls command. So under this, we can navigate to conf.d. So if we see this, we have two files. So these are the files which are created early before. So let's remove this. fnr star.conf. So I have removed all the things. Now let's create a new one. Sudo nano mynginx. So we are going to copy this single location because in our EC2 instance we are hosted only one service. So we are going to copy this one and paste it here. So in this IP we have to replace our instance IP. So let's copy our instance IP. So this is a public IP. Let's paste it here and click on save. So now we have configured our Nginx file. So after that we need to restart our service so that we can copy this command. So now our Nginx service has been restarted. So if we go to our browser and copy paste this URL, it will be working. So let's paste this URL and we can give the path as service one. So this is a path which we are given in our Nginx file, and after that our route path. So this is a route path. Now click on enter. So here we can see our service response. So now we can check with our ALB URL also. So now let's go to our ALB. So now let's copy this and paste it here. So now we are getting some error like 503 service temporarily unavailable. So now let's open our developer tools. So let's refresh. So here we can see the remote address as 37162. So if you see our instance IP means it will be somewhat different. So this is our instance IP, but our ALB runs on some other IP. So if we check with our instance id means it will be redirect, the remote address will be same. So now let's check once. So, so we can see the same host URL with the same report IP address. But for our ALB runs in some other IP address, so we need to configure our ALB with our NGINX service. So that so to access our ALB with our NGINX service, we need to add our target group for our EC2 instance, because in our the ALB is registered only to our microservice, not with our EC2 instance. So here in this step, we are going to add our EC2 instance with our AAV. So let's see how we can do it. So now let's go to our target groups. So here we have our target group for our ALV. So this is a ALV target group. So now let's open this. So here we don't have any registered targets, but we have our target group for our service only. So now let's click on this and click on register targets. So here we can select our IP, sorry, our instance, and let the port be as 80 itself, and click on include as below. So now we need to click on register pending targets. So now it's in initial stage. So let's refresh once. So it will be in healthy status. So let's wait for a while. So now our target group is in healthy state. So now if you copy our load balancer URL and paste it there, it will be working now. So now let's go to a load balancer. So now let's paste it here. So now we can see that in via load balancer also we are getting the our server response. So using IP also we have got the response, and in ELP also we have got the response. But before trying we got some error because we haven't registered our target for our EC2 instance. So I hope you will learn a lot in this video. So in next video we can see a new concept called Docker Swarm. So why we are going to this concept, because in a current procedure, if you are updating new code to our service, the running service will go to a stop state and will create a new task definition, and it will launch a new service. So until that we can see a server downtime in our ALV response. So in order to overcome that, we can host multiple service, so that if one service goes down, we can get response from the other service. So it is called, it's like a orchestration tool. So using Docker Swarm, we can overcome that. So in next video, we can see it, guys. Thank you.